Hello guys, my name is Ismas. Welcome to another Blender live stream. Today we're going to be trying to make this handbag here, and yeah, it looks a bit complicated, but it shouldn't be that bad. Let me mute this. Put on some background musical. Let me get it here. Okay, so let's see how to approach this. Let me reduce the sound bits. Yes, so I think this is. It looks complicated at first, but I think if we made if we mod this part here as a flat surface and then just use the bend modifier or what is it called, a surface deformer, yeah, a surface deformer to deform it, so we would make a flat surface with this pattern like a plane, and then bend it using a surface deformer. Let me show you what I mean here, because maybe I can explain to you what we're going to do, and then yeah, we get it into it without me explaining it step by step. So let me first get these images here, and let me also paste the reference images in the chat. So if you want to follow along, you can just find it there. So let's see. Let me just drag this directly. Yes. So let's rotate this. I'll turn on screencast keys, so you can see what I'm doing here. So yeah, another thing maybe I should mention here is that yeah, if you have an account on CG so this is another way to get projects to work on. You can go to CG Trader, and they have a section where you can find 3D jobs like this guy here wants someone to model this for him, and he's offering about $50, but you earn about 48 after CG Trader takes their cut, which I think is fair enough. And they have been around, I think there were about 18 applicants. I'm not applying for this job because it has a lot of applicants. I just found the project interesting. So yeah, let's continue into it. Let me reduce this sound a bit. Okay, so let's let me show you how we are going to do this. So if we add a plane, rotate it maybe 90 degrees, you can give it any pattern you want. So let me add a few loops here and a few loops here, and maybe you can select everything, Control B to bevel. Let me first apply the rotation and scale so that the bevel calculates correctly. So I'll bevel this, add 3 loops, 3 like that, and I just need to select. So this is what we are going to be doing. I'm just trying to experiment and show you the different ways we can approach such a project. So maybe you can push this in like that, so we would have something like this. Maybe if you add a sub-surf, it will look something like that, and then you can smooth it. So these edges can be made sharp using the edge creases. And now if we add another plane, take 90 degrees, scale it to fit that object. I'll turn on our random colors and cavity, so that I can easily see the 2 planes. Make sure this sound is okay, good. And now, because we're going to be using this object to deform this object, so we can add a few loops here, maybe around 2, because it's going to bend more in this direction than I. And now you can select this here and add something called a surface deformer, and you can select this as the surface to use as the deformer. Now you bind the 2, and now when you make changes to this, you can see they're also applied to the other one. And now we can just, let me bring this in the reference image. So now we can bend this however we want. I think, let me select this top, turn on proportional editing, and move my cursor around here. Rotate using the cursor at the pivot point. Now we can bend this in any way we want. So if we hide this, you can see there are a few issues because we don't have enough resolution for that area, but I was just showing you the idea we want to use for this. So let's begin and create this pattern here, and let's see how we can manage that. So let me see. If we added a plane here, let me bring it here, because I want to find the easiest way to make this pattern, and I think we have, if we put it here, let me change this back to median point. Change back to the median point, scale it down. Because I want to model one part here and then use the array system to create, to expand the pattern I want. So go to edit mode. Make sure that it's the size of this triangle here, or sorry, square here. Kite shape. So we can add, let's see if we add a loop. Let me see, where is this? Where is my music? Okay, so if we go to edit mode, add a loop here, and add a loop around here, we can join these two, this and this, this and this, and this and this. So we get that same pattern, and then do the same like this. Now we just need to remove those edges where they're not supposed to be, so we have that pattern like that. That is, let me see, should we? Because I want to use the mirror modifier. Let me see. Should I use the mirror modifier? So if we add an array, yes, I think we get the pattern we want. So this is the middle, so here, let's see, we can begin this pattern from here, and we just need 3, maybe 4. Let's use 3. Let's just use 4. Now we need to also add an array to duplicate this in the Z axis. So in this axis, so I'm not sure how many of these, so we can count them. So this square here would be 1, and then this is 2, and then the fold would be 3. So to go here, I think around 5. Now let's try adding the details there. So if we, which one is it? Let me switch off this and this. So we need to make this pattern clear. If we selected this, let me bring this back here so that we can see what we're doing more clearly. So if we selected these loops, we can bevel them. You can bevel them, but this creates an issue here, so we need to make these straight from this to this, make them straight. Let's make sure that we have this to set to median point. Scale X. Oh, I have proportional editing turned on, so let me first disable that. Make sure these are straight. And also make sure that this is also straight, so that it can connect with the bottom. With the bottom like that. And if you go in the array settings, you have this option to merge connecting vertices. So switch that on, and we can come in here and connect. Oh, maybe we can just make these straight as well, straight in the Z axis like that. Also make sure this and this are straight in that axis. Then do it again for the X axis. So this and that straight, this up to here straight, so there are no more gaps. And so we can but we have this issue here. We need to push that so that it's in the middle again at the bottom here. Bring this so that it's in the middle like that. Let's see this as well, and scale them. And so we can select this loop, this here, and then this here, and then push them in like that. And now we can turn on the subdivision surface to have something like that. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we need a way to join these here. So I think let's first turn off this array. And maybe this here. We can select this here. We can select this up to here and join. Hit J to join them. J. Oh, select this and this, and then hit J, so that we have a line cutting through them. And then we can select that loop. Then make sure this middle vertex is also selected, and bevel that like that. We also need to make sure that this extends all the way like that, and this extends all the way like that. We need to do the same for this top here, so select that, and then hit J. Make sure this cuts through the middle vertex and it doesn't create more vertices. We have a few issues here, so we need to connect. Let's see what's going on here. How are we going to join this? Before we worry about that, we can just connect this with this. Oh, we need to first subdivide, bevel this as well. Let me save this project. Handbag. So again, make sure that this connects to the top as well, like so, and come to the bottom here and connect that as well. I think what would make this easier is if we used a mirror modifier. So I can connect this and this, and select this side here, delete that side, and we can use a mirror modifier for that side.